This is a Rhogenesis Source Reading. Public domain ancient and sacred texts read chapter by chapter as source material for later motif mapping and interpretation. Today's reading is from the Bhagavad Gita, Edwin Arnold, 1885, Chapter 5. Of Religion by Renouncing Fruit of Works. Arjuna. Yet, Krishna, at the one time thou dost laud, surcease of works, and, at another time, service through work. Of these twain plainly tell. Which is the better way? Krishna, to cease from works is well, and to do works in holiness is well, and both conduct to bliss supreme. But of these twain the better way is his, who working piously refraineth not. That is the true renouncer, firm and fixed, who, seeking naught, rejecting naught, dwells proof against the opposites. O valiant prince! In doing, such breaks lightly from all deed. 'Tis the new scholar talks as they were two. This Sankhya and this Yoga, wise men know. Who husbands, one plucks golden fruit of both. The region of high rest, which Sankhyans reach, Yogins attain. Who sees these twain as one? Sees with clear eyes, yet such abstraction, chief, is hard to win without much holiness. Whoso is fixed in holiness, self-ruled, pure-hearted, lord of senses and of self, lost in the common life, of all which lives, a yogayukt, he is a saint who wends straightway to Brahm. Such an one is not touched by taint of deeds. Naught of myself I do. Thus will he think, who holds the truth of truths, in seeing, hearing, touching, smelling, when he eats, or goes, or breathes, slumbers or talks, holds fast or loosens, opes his eyes or shuts. Always assured, this is the sense world plays. With senses, he that acts in thought of Brahm, detaching end from act, with act content, the world of sense can no more stain his soul than water's marth enamelled lotus leaf. With life, with heart, with mind, nay, with the help of all five senses, letting selfhood go, yogins toil ever towards their soul's release. Such votaries, renouncing fruit of deeds, gain endless peace. The unvowed, the passion-bound, seeking a fruit from works, are fastened down. The embodied sage, withdrawn within his soul, at every act sits godlike in the town, which hath 9 gateways, neither doing aught, nor causing any deed. This world's lord makes neither the work nor passion for the work, nor lust for fruit of work, the man's own self. Pushes to these, the master of this world takes on himself the good or evil deeds of no man, dwelling beyond, mankind errs here, by folly darkening knowledge, but for whom that darkness of the soul is chased by light. Splendid and clear shines manifest the truth, as if a sun of wisdom sprang to shed its beams of dawn, him meditating still, him seeking, with him blended, stayed on him. The souls illuminated take that road, which hath no turning back, their sins flung off, by strength of faith. Who will may have this light? Who hath it sees? To him who wisely sees, the Brahman with his scrolls and sanctities, the cow, the elephant, the unclean dog, the outcast gorging dog's meat, are all one. The world is overcome, aye, even here, by such as fix their faith on unity. The sinless Brahma dwells in unity, and they in Brahma. Be not over glad, attaining joy, and be not over sad, encountering grief, but stayed on Brahma still. Constant let each abide, the sage whose soul holds off from outer contacts in himself, finds bliss, to Brahma joined by piety. His spirit tastes eternal peace. The joys springing from sense life are but quickening wombs, which breed sure griefs. Those joys begin and end. The wise mind takes no pleasure, Kunti's son, in such as those. But if a man shall learn, even while he lives and bears his body's chain, to master lust and anger, he is blessed. He is the yukta, he hath happiness, contentment, light, within, his life is merged. In Brahma's life, he doth nirvana touch. Thus go the rishis unto rest, who dwell, with sins effaced, with doubts at end, with hearts governed and calm, glad in all good they live, nigh to the peace of God, and all those live, who pass their days exempt from greed and wrath, subduing self and senses, knowing the soul. The saint who shuts outside his placid soul all touch of sense, letting no contact through, whose quiet eyes gaze straight from fixed brows, whose outward breath and inward breath are drawn, equal and slow, through nostrils still and close. That one, with organs, heart and mind constrained, bent on deliverance, having put away passion and fear and rage, hath, even now, obtained deliverance, ever and ever freed. Yea, for he knows me who am he that heeds the sacrifice and worship God revealed, and he who heeds not, being Lord of worlds, lover of all that lives, God unrevealed, wherein who will shall find surety and shield. Here endeth chapter 5 of the Bhagavad Gita, entitled Karma Sannyasayog, or the Book of Religion by Renouncing Fruit of Works. This reading now enters the Rhogenesis Source Archive. Later, we will return to it to trace its motifs, symbols, and recurring questions across other traditions. For now, the source has spoken. The source returns first. Meaning follows. Thank you for listening. If something in this reading stayed with you, a motif, a symbol, or a question, feel free to share it in the comments. And if this reading resonated, leaving a like helps signal what is worth continuing to explore. If you're interested in public domain ancient and sacred texts, you can subscribe to follow future readings, released chapter by chapter.